Hey guys, so I wanted to do some quick, easy Easter treats that you guys could all make, and I found these on Pinterest. And I'm gonna start off doing the chick cupcakes, which you're gonna preheat your oven to 350, and then you're gonna combine all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, and salt into a bowl, and you're gonna whisk that all together so there aren't any clumps and it's all well combined. And then we're gonna add 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which is 1 stick, and then a half a cup of sour cream, and then we're gonna do 1 large egg and 2 large egg yolks, and you want these at room temperature. You wanna put vanilla extract in as well, and at this point I realized I didn't have any, so I had to use the stuff that I make from scratch, so that's why there are little black vanilla seeds. And then we're going to put this in the mixer, and I'm using the paddle attachment. And you're going to start off low, and then you're going to increase it to a higher speed once it gets well combined. And make sure you scrape the sides and get all the flour that could be on the bottom that the paddle attachment couldn't get. And right here I realized that the dough was kind of thick and sticky, but I just went with it because that's what the recipe said. But at the end you'll see that it is kind of crumbly and dry. So I would add more sour cream or something to make it a little bit more thinner. And I'm using an ice cream scoop to measure out the cupcake batter because it gives you an even baking time. And it said that it made 12 cupcakes, but I only got 9, so that's why we're missing 3. And I just got some icing from the store, and I'm putting in yellow drops of food color and then mixing that through. And this is what we're going to ice our cupcakes with. And don't forget to spoon out a little bit of white frosting for the little dots on the eyes. And then once your cupcakes have cooled completely, you're going to ice them, and then you're going to dip them into yellow sugar sprinkles, and you want to coat this completely. And I would have gone with more of like a light yellow because this kind of has an orange tint, and it was kind of hard to get like a good contrast of orange to yellow for like the beak and feet. And then using a Wilton 102 petal tip, I'm just going to put some little wings on him. And I will show you how to get the tip into the bag a little bit later into the video when I do the eggs. And then we're going to put some little eyes on, and I use just regular chocolate chips, but I think mini ones would work better for this because then it wouldn't be so big and take up so much room. And then I'm just going to do an orange nose, which as you can tell I need to work on because that nose was not great. And then you're just going to pipe little toes on him. And then we're going to put some yellow sprinkles on the wings. I should have done this before I did the feet and the nose, but I forgot, so I'm doing it now. And then using a number 2 Wilton tip for the eyes, we're just using some white icing. And this is the same tip I used for the nose and the feet as well. Just keeps on getting better with her. So here you can see what I was talking about, how the cupcake looks kind of dry. I just think it needs some more wet ingredients and it would have turned out perfect, but nonetheless, it was still a cupcake and it was still delicious. So now we're going to start doing the swimming Peeps. And I put these in martini glasses because it's just what I had around. And we're going to use blue Jello mix, and I put 2 boxes in, and then you're going to put 2 cups of hot water. And you're going to stir that so it dissolves. And then you're going to put in 2 cups of cold water and stir that. And then you're just going to fill your cups with the mixture, and I'm going to put all the websites and blog posts down below so you guys can see what they did and what they used. And this lady actually used little mini dessert cups, which looked really cool because it looked like they were actually like really swimming. And you're going to put that in the fridge for like 6 hours until it turns into Jello. And here I'm just using Cool Whip, and I'm using blue food coloring, and you're just going to mix that through, and then you're just going to seal it up and put it in the fridge until later. And here is my Jello, and you're just going to spoon over the Cool Whip, and you just want to make like a kind of like a little cloud for him to sit on, and then put the Peep right on top. And then you're done with your swimming peeps. And I think these are so cute. I mean, how can you not smile when you look at these? So I absolutely love them, and I hope you guys give them a try. And now we're going to do the hatching Easter chicks, and these are like deviled eggs. So you're going to cut off the bottom so the egg can stand up on its own. And then using the tip of your knife, you're just going to make little V shapes, and the top should just come right off when you get to the other side. So I'm just going to use the back of a fork to kind of press down the yolk so it turns into kind of like this crumbly texture. And then I use Veganese, which is vegan and dairy-free mayonnaise. And I mean, I use it for cooking and stuff, and I think it tastes better. But for this, I think regular mayonnaise works better. Like the taste of it, I like better. So I just put in some salt and pepper, and then you're just going to mix that together. And then to make the piping bag, which I used for the cupcakes as well, I just take a little corner off with some scissors, and then I put in the tip right into the side that we cut. And here I'm using the Wilton 1mm. And then to make it easier to get the mixture in, I'm going to use a cup, and you just fold over the sides and then spoon in your mixture. And then to fill them, you're just going to stick the piping tip into the egg, and then you're going to fill it pretty high up because you still need room for the eyes and the nose. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. And then once you have their little eggshell on, you're going to take some black olives and stick them on as eyes. You can use peppercorns as well, but I think it's easier to use black olives so people don't have to worry about taking those peppercorns off before they eat them. And then I use carrots for the nose, and I put them on a bed of lettuce. And then here is the Easter deviled eggs. So these are really simple. So you're just going to cut the hard-boiled egg in half. And then I'm just going to take those egg coloring kits, and you're going to place the egg into the desired color that you want, and you're going to leave it in there until you like the color that it's turning. So if you want more of a light color, you take it out early, and if you want more of like an opaque color, you take it out later. So now we're just going to fill them with that same mixture we used before, and then I'm just going to sprinkle some paprika on top, which of course my hand gets in the way for. And then that is pretty much it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.